Hello everyone, welcome again. Today we are going to continue learning about seeds, and if you can see already, if you look behind me, there's some interesting things waiting for us today. We're going to plant seeds in a variety of ways today, but before we do that, I wanted to share with you this book, How a Seed Grows. And this book is by Helene Jordan, illustrated by Loretha Krupinski. Title page. And here it begins. A seed is a little plant. And we learned that yesterday. We were searching for little plants inside seeds. It is a plant that has not started to grow. Apple trees and daisies, carrots and corn, clover and wheat all grow from seeds. Here is a tree seed, and we shared this page yesterday. Someday it will be a tree like this. Here is a flower seed. Someday it will be a flower like this. Some seeds grow slowly. These are the seeds of an oak tree. An oak tree grows very, very slowly. Look at the seeds. You would be a father or a mother or even a grandfather or a grandmother, and the oak tree would still be growing. Some seeds grow fast. This is a bean seed. It grows very fast. It grows so fast that it becomes a bean plant in just a few weeks. You can plant bean seeds yourself. You can plant these seeds in eggshells or tin cans or old cups or little flower pots. Be sure that your containers have holes in the bottom. Well, this is the part that I like, that you can plant seeds in many different things, including even eggshells or cans or any containers that you can find. You don't necessarily need a pot, a flower pot, to plant your seeds in. You can be as creative as you wish. We used eggshells. We used a pencil to make holes in the eggshells. We filled 12 eggshells with soil like this. We made a hole in the soil with a finger like this. Here it is. They have their eggshells. They put a little tiny hole in the bottom of each eggshell. They put soil in there, and now they're ready to plant their beans. When you have made a hole in the soil, plant a bean seed inside it. Plant one seed in each hole. Cover the seed with soil. Sprinkle the soil carefully with a little water. Number the shells. Write the number 1 on the first shell, put the number 2 on the next shell. Keep going until all the shells are numbered from 1 to 12. Put all the eggshells in an egg carton. Put the carton in sunlight on a windowsill. Some bean seeds grow faster than others. Your seeds begin to grow in 3 days. Your bean seeds may take a little longer. You won't be able to see your seeds growing yet, They start to grow under the soil where you can't see them. Here they are observing their little eggshells. Water your seeds a little every day. The water soaks into the seeds. The seeds begin to grow. More water soaks into the seeds. The seeds get fatter and fatter. And here they are. They are watering the seeds every day. Just enough, not too much. Wait for 3 days and then dig up seed number 1. It may be soft. It may be fat. Maybe it will look the same as it did before. Seed number 1 on the very top. Soon the seed will grow so fat that its skin will pop off. In 2 more days, dig up seed number 2. And that's the seed below. Maybe it will look different now. Maybe the skin of this seed will be loose. They are looking at the seed that they just dug out. Now a root starts to grow. The root grows from one side of the bean seed. The root pushes down into the soil. Dig up seed number 3. Can you see the root? Does it look like this? If you do not see a root, wait for another day. Then dig up seed number 4. So does it look like this? That's the first one they dug up. Look at the little root growing down. And you can see right here, it's growing even bigger. After a few more days, dig up seed number 5. Something else is happening. Little roots will be growing from the big root. They look like tiny white hairs. They are called root hairs. Day after day, the roots and root hairs push down into the soil. Here is another one. The roots are really getting bigger. Oh, look at the amazing thing that's happening here. It says, day after day, the bean seeds are pushed up. The soil is pushed aside. Watch your seeds. Soon you will see pale shoots push through the soil. A shoot is the beginning of a green plant. A shoot grows toward the sun. Oh, I love how they did that in eggshells. That is so different than what I'm used to doing. Watch your seeds. Some may have come through the ground. Some may have broken open. Maybe some of your seeds have not started to grow. How many are growing? Count them. And here they are, observing their seeds, counting them, and comparing them. The bean seeds grow fast. The shoots turn green. Here it is. Look at the top one. The leaves come next. Now your bean seeds are bean plants. They look like this. Here on the bottom is a baby bean plant. How many of your bean seeds are bean plants? A seed needs many things to grow. Here she is planting them now. She's taking the eggshells, the little baby plants and eggshells, and she's planting them in the garden. And now they're going to tell us about what the bean seeds need to grow further. And I'm sure you guys already know this. They need soil, water, and sun. And here it is. If a seed has all these things, it will grow into a plant. It will grow into the same kind of a plant that it came from. An apple tree or daisy or carrots or corn, it will grow into clover or will grow into a bean plant like the ones you've planted. Well, this was an interesting story, an interesting book. It sure gives me some idea on how I would like to plant my seeds this year. After reading our story, I decided that I also wanted to plant my bean seeds in eggshells. And I went ahead and I soaked some seeds in water for about an hour. And my other seeds are just in a Ziploc bag, and they're just the way they were when I took them out of a little container that I bought at the store. Now on one side, if you see over here, I put X's next to the eggshells because I want to make sure I mark which eggshells have the seeds that were pre-soaked and which ones have just the regular seeds. So I'm going to begin by taking one of my seeds out. I'm going to make a tiny hole in my eggshell. I'm going to put my seed in. And I will need some more soil. I'm gonna have to go a little bit later and add more soil. So I'll just take some soil from this eggshell and add here. And later I will refill this one. I will put just a little bit of water on top of this eggshell. And I will continue with all the remaining shells later. And on this side, we're going to plant a seed that was not pre-soaked. Again, I'm going to make a little hole, put the seed in, and I'll use the soil from this eggshell to add in for now. Wow, I'm very curious to see if this is going to work. Now, I've decided that I'm not going to be breaking my shells open and checking the seeds on the different days. I want to make sure I grow as many little plants as I can. However, I am very curious what the seeds look like when they're under the soil and how the little roots are growing. So I decided to take this glass dish that I had in my house, and I am going to plant some seeds right next to the glass. And I'm gonna take the pre-soaked one here and put it here. I want to keep it right next to the glass so when the seed starts to grow, I may be able to see the roots growing right next, right against the glass. So I'm hoping that's going to work out for us as well. Finally, my last thing that I have, boys and girls, I have a Ziploc bag with a paper towel that I pre-soaked in water. And I am going to use one of the beans that were sitting in water. I'm going to put it on the paper towel. And I'm going to hang this in one of my windows in the house. And I want to see if I can grow a little baby plant just on the paper towel too. Hopefully all of my little experiments here will work. Boys and girls, I encourage you to plant your own seeds at home if you have them. If you don't, that's okay. You can just observe my seeds as I'm going to share them with you every day and show you how they're growing. But if you do have some beans at home, it will be fun to think of many different ways to plant them and see how your seeds, your bean seeds, will grow into beautiful bean plants. I hope that you started creating your seed collections. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you again tomorrow.